Alrighty, my dudes, how are we doing today on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening? Sit here and I'm actually going to get my lights fixed here in a second. You know what? I think I'll leave the other one green. Um, so as the headline reads, by the way, Pizzagate was real. There is no doubt. There's more and more evidence coming out about it to prove it now, too. Like, I've known about it for years. I've talked to people about it for years, and there's just more evidence coming out about these things. You guys, like I've said before, the Great Awakening's here, and they're not going to fucking stop it. Regardless of what's going on with Trump and all that fucking divisory tactic bullshit that's going on, regardless of Trump's true allegiances, like things are coming out. You feel me? Like they are coming out. And this is arguably just a part of a distraction, I would argue, the current recent release, because no whatchamacallit, no arrests, no prosecutions, no criminal investigations have started as of yet, at least. And until they do, it's just essentially more of a nothing burger, or like a quarter burger. Not really much. Let's see here. So go to this. And then that there, green. Boop. I do this and this. Completely forgot to start Rumble. All right, so we'll do this. And then. All right, let's see here. So, we should be live on Rumble now. Sorry about that, Rumble. I forgot to get everything started for that. I'll have to wait a second, I guess. It's going to take a second. All right, so we got that. And put that there. All right, give us a second, YouTube. Meantime, I'll just go ahead and get the other light hooked up real quick. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Oh, let's see now. Bro, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, and now Rumble's not. Oh, that's why, because I didn't hit the start button on it, because they got the error message. All right, now we should be working Rumble. Okay, we're Gucci now. So sorry about that. But anyways, with the recent release of the Epstein files, more and more evidence is coming out to support the fact of the matter. What many people have been saying for decades now is that Pizzagate was real, it did exist, and Epstein was a part of it. In fact, too. Because there's a lot of different references from what I saw in one of my findings here is there's 911 references, like literally right here, according to AF Post. There's 911 references of pizza, often paired with grape soda, in bizarre contexts within emails addressed to Epstein or individuals associated. But no, so we're gonna talk about that. And like I said before, for CensorTube people, they already know because, well, I had everything right for YouTube this time, but Rumble, unfortunately, I forgot to get everything set up before I did that. But nonetheless, though, like I said, Pizzagate did exist, and everything that's coming out right now, you guys, regardless of what's going on with Trump and if Trump's involved, etc., all this stuff coming out is all part of the Great Awakening. We've said it multiple times. This is all part of it. It was prophesized. It will come to light. Everything's going to come to light, or most things will come to light. You feel me? In time. It's just give it like 10 to 15 years. It's going to come out. It just takes time. And all the stuff that's coming out now is just proving more credence to Pizzagate actually being a thing, because WikiLeaks doesn't lie about shit, you guys. I'm just saying, like, they are a good reference source of information and stuff like that. And Julian Assange is a great man, like, hands down, through and through. Just like Edward Snowden, they both did things to reveal the truth, and the people that work with them do as well too, generally. But like, this is just proving the Pizzagate existed, and it's the stuff that's happening is still ongoing. They just might use different phrases, etc. But like, it's it's wild when you guys start to know this stuff. It's, I don't know, you'll just see more and more truth come out slowly over time. And you'll be labeled a conspiracy theorist, crazy, loony, etc. At first, people hate you, and then they start to come to consolidate more, and then an understanding, and then they're like, "Oh man, this dude was right all along." Like, that's the like the stages of grief, essentially. You guys, it's like, I don't know. But so we're gonna go ahead and get into why exactly Pizzagate was real fully, more so in depth with what Jimmy Dore has to say here, and then we will. I'll show you guys some references in the files. I see myself that is going to take me a while to get through on my own, unless I can find an app or somebody wants to suggest me an app to help me read through all those files, right? I've found things on X, but there's only so much a young nigga like myself can go through, in all honesty. So like, there's only so much one person can do. But like I said, I'm open to suggestions to help make it a lot easier to look through. But 911 different mentions of pizza inside the Epstein files, which obviously not all of them are going to be. I'd assume not all of them are going to be references to like whatchamacallit, code words for children or other things, right? But like, I would say, a lot of it is, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and get my noodles made, drained, and in a bowl so that way you boy can eat. And then we'll watch this and talk more in depth about it. And then we'll go over some of the emails that I've seen so far and look at those a little bit if you guys want. And then we'll play some games afterwards and stuff like that. But hold on real quick. We will be back shortly. We're going to go ahead and get our noodles and everything taken care of. And then we will be golden like Pony Boy. All right. guys took a little bit longer to get that done than I thought I was going to. But so we'll go ahead and get into that here and see what Mr. Junior has to say on like why Pizzagate is real, and then like also talk about the grape soda quite a bit, like we mentioned prior to.
Soda again, no one else can understand. Here's something that keeps coming up. And it's, remember the Pizzagate? Remember how they talked about pizza?
Yeah. What about it?
Here it is. It shows up in the Epstein files. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza today. This is from a guy named Roy Hodges to Jeffrey Epstein. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza today. Thank you for letting us do that.
Oh, Roy and Stephanie. That's nice.
Thanks for letting us do that? You mean eat pizza? Of course, that's not what that means. Pizza is obviously a code word for something.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Here's another one. This is, we don't know who it's from, but it's to jeevacation@gmail. So I'm going to guess maybe that's Jeffrey Epstein's vacation email. It says, this is better than Ilhan and Chinese cookies. See attached. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again. No one else can understand.
This is better than a Chinese cookie? Oh, to say Ilhan means then better than a Chinese cookie.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is better than a Chinese cookie. That's what that's supposed to say, but it says Ilhan. This is better than a Chinese cookie. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again. No one else can understand. So, of course, they had to make anybody who saw pizza who caught on to this, they had to make them out to be crazy. Just like they made you out to be crazy if you questioned the vaccine during COVID. Just like they made...
Which, if you guys have been paying attention to any of our content lately over the course of the last month, we've been proving that those vaccines were experimental. It was well known, and they knew that they weren't very effective at doing what they were supposed to, just like the PCR test. It's made to promote an agenda so they can make lots and lots of money. And a lot of people died of, or lots of the people that died from COVID or of COVID, right? They died because they had vaccine injuries, you guys, not because of COVID itself, or they died of other complications, which we've been saying for years, and our content taken out for saying that and proving it as well too. But like I said, we were proven right on that, and more evidence coming out about that now, and starting to see evidence come out about nanotech potentially being inside nanotech being inside the COVID vaccines as well too, ironically enough. Just saying, won't be shocked if there's a nanotech inside our food here soon from farms that, you know, are owned by Bill Gates and that whole shenanigan and trade he's doing.
You ought to be crazy if you thought that...
That's healthy, by the way, quote unquote. It's not healthy. It's a certain agenda.
There were Nazis in Ukraine, just like they made you out to be crazy if you questioned the Russiagate conspiracy theory pushed forward by the FBI, CIA, the Clinton campaign, and the establishment media. Just like they said you were crazy if you questioned what happened to Seth Rich when they said he got killed in a botched robbery where they didn't take his watch, didn't take his wallet, didn't take his cell phone, didn't take anything. So they always, so if you know.
Pretty sure they also said you were crazy if you thought that Princess Diana was fucking, like, the whole thing was set up, which there's evidence to prove that as well too. Just listen to David Icke enough. He'll give you logic and reason, just saying. You just have to have an open mind. And it's hard to deny the things he says. Like, he's got so much evidence to back it up. It's wild.
Noticed that they were talking about pizza as a code word for something, or grape soda. They made it out to be crazy. But anyway, here, if you want to know about Pizzagate, here is Ben Swan telling you about it.
It actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta.
By the way, this aired on CBS News in Atlanta when he was still employed there, and then they got tired of him telling these kind of uncomfortable truths.
By the way, you guys, John Podesta is also connected to Hillary Clinton. It's either him or his brother that worked for Hillary Clinton. Hillary and Bill, we've told you guys in our videos, they were involved with trafficking and happened. Just saying. That's why they haven't, showed up in court or, listened to the subpoenas that have come out and stuff like that for him. Just saying.
In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50.
Regardless of Bill Clinton being right that, it's being used as a means for political attacking, though. I will give him credit on that. It should not be used for political attacking. However, though, he still should show up inside court. Just saying.
50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles.
So, just to remind you where this all came from, this didn't come out of nowhere. WikiLeaks got hacked, got a hold of emails from Tony Podesta's brother, John Podesta. Tony Podesta was Hillary Clinton's chief campaign manager. He had lots of jobs like that, Tony Podesta, right? I think he even worked for, could you look up Tony Podesta's, his resume? So
it's Tony Podesta who worked for Hillary, apparently. Like I said, the connection is there. Just saying.
And the Blink-182 guy wanted to find out about UFOs or Lou Elizondo. He wrote an email to Podesta, Tony Podesta, and said, I just want to serve. Is that weird?
that is weird.
Podesta, a former advisor to politicians like Bill Clinton and Ted Kennedy, he shaped federal lobbying for decades.
So he was an advisor to Bill Clinton, to Ted Kennedy, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. Anything else?
Recognized as top lobbyist by The Hill and Washingtonian multiple times.
Okay.
He's the biggest briber.
Ooh, top lob.
So his brother's emails got hacked, got released through WikiLeaks, and that's where all the people started to notice that they're using this terminology of pizza and grape soda, even hot dogs. And so let's keep going. We'll be right back with more of this story after a brief message from our 3 months. Is it? Yes, on this.
Relation to anyone involved, but the truth is that's not true. We get pulled into the
side. Visit JimmyLovesGold.com or call 800-476-7790.
I'll speak on this real quick too. You really should invest in gold and silver and precious metals right now while you have a chance, since everything just dropped, before it starts shooting back up again and stuff like that, because the US dollar is going completely to shit. Like, this happens, unfortunately, with every empire. At some point, their economy collapses, much like Rome, and what they did. And with the Roman Colosseums, aka our football, our basketball, our soccer, cricket, etc., like a lot of these places, or hockey even too, they take places in arenas, like a Coliseum, right? It's the same concept, just in a modern form. Like, if they keep you drunk and filled with enough bread, you're not gonna notice all the shit going on behind the scenes, like them smelting all the metal down and turning into new currency, while you're not going to be paying attention at all, because it's all going to look all nice and shiny, and to the trained eye, they're not going to notice, or somebody that doesn't have a trained eye, they're not going to notice the difference, really. Like, just saying. And the ruling class at the time, or the elites in Rome, they sat there and took all the precious metals and stuff like that and kept it for themselves, while they gave all the peasants and everything like that, chump change, essentially. And just, they were all upset, and they just kept giving, oh, here, you can go to the Coliseum, we'll give you free bread and free mead, aka doping them up so they wouldn't realize the shit that was going on, and they wouldn't revolt.
To request their free guide.
So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report, and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is, that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James Alfantis, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring. But there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now this is where things start to get strange when you research this story. Now to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta Pizza changed their logo.
Just to hide it. But if you guys go on X, I'm not logged in on X on my computer, and you look up Epstein Pizza or Epstein Pizzagate, you'll find a series of tweets connected to the owner and or his brother, and people associated with them, etc., tweeting things, right, and responding to each other with a really open room that looks like a cellar, and they talk specifically about torture and killing, right? And then it's really peculiar, but there's a lot of weird things that they were doing and talking about. If you look up the tweets, you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, they showed a specific room and referenced torture. There's also like references in the emails of torture quite a bit. But the image inside the tweets specifically that they posted, the owner of Besta's Pizza or like Comet Ping Pong, right? Or not even necessarily them, but like the one next door, right, to Comet Ping Pong. They sat there and were posting pictures of fucking rooms and referencing like it was a torture chamber, implying it was gonna be the next torture chamber, etc. And there's a bunch of like weird comments inside the or to the tweet and stuff like that as well too. Like I said, just go look it up on X. They're gonna talk about another interesting part of this as well too, which shows you guys. Now let's see. I'll move that over there so you guys can see. But that's like basically what they use to show preferences, these pedos and stuff like that, right? It's specifically this triangle, and then like young boys or like baby boys or like the kind of deformed sort of paperclip triangle, right? But just saying, like, things, pay attention.
The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image. I'm going to show you again.
It was Besta.
As that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta groups that performed there changed their logo, and there it is now. They've removed the triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alphantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. 2 of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this.
So, I don't know why on earth they'd have a band called Sex Stains perform at a pizza place. I don't know. It's just really weird when you guys think about it. Like, Comet Ping Pong, I don't know exactly here. I guess we can look it up. So we'll see what type of business, if it's a family business or like a family type restaurant. By the way, if you guys want completely uncensored AI chats that don't fucking track your shit, check out Venice AI. You can use it for free, or you can get the premium subscription. Premium subscription will give you access to image generation and video generation, stuff like that, of, you know, naughty things. Whether it's hentai or adult imaging, etc., you know, of adults, mind you. But like, it'll help you guys find things a lot quicker, and like there's much other cool stuff like that, as the little games you can play where you put in like prompts and stuff like that, or like your responses to certain scenarios it gives you, and it'll build a story based on that, and like an RPG sort of style if you want. A bunch of cool things. But so we'll go ahead and see. What type of restaurant Comet Ping Pong pizza was. Because my AVG doesn't work exactly the greatest. That really doesn't help hipsters, I'm just saying. There's a lot of hipsters that are also pedos, just say, like, there has been a lot of people that are like that also happen to be pedos. By the way, too, you guys, this is also connected in Washington, D.C. Just so you're aware. Like, that's a pretty big thing. That's the country's capital, and there's a pizza parlor involved with that. Just saying, and it's also, like, connected to high status people and everything like that as well too, and can deliver these people and like these children, etc. Like, perfect front for it to, you know, be doing, oh, it's a pizza parlor, it offers gourmet pizza, and then it's also a concert venue. I don't know, like, there's also the tales about these girls that are, you know, in puberty, like 14 and stuff like that, that often would get kidnapped, right? Just saying, what do teenagers like to go watch, you guys, and go to? They like to go into concerts a lot, don't they? I did when I was growing up, I'm just saying. Put 2 and 2 together, it's a perfect advertisement, so you can sit there and capture people, and then, you know, like, save face too. But I was going back to that. But they literally had a band called Sex Stains. It's a really messed up band name. Like, it doesn't sit right with me. It gives me the creeps, in all honesty. Like, no wrong. I love sex as a, you know, male very much. Love making with a beautiful woman that I love and have a relation with, or a healthy relationship with. But that is a fucked up name. For a band. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm also of the mindset, words only have the value you put behind them, but like for a band name, that's really creepy. Just saying.
This Comet Ping Pong poster include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for boy love.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be inside the video, just saying.
As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the...
It's too coincidental, right? There is no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, right? The word coincidence it has coincided in it because it's coinciding with something. We said this multiple times here.
Pizza place, James Alfantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But
apparently Jay-Z did the same thing with his Instagram profile, or his Ice profile too, by the way, just so you guys are aware. It's not the first time Jay-Z's been reported to be involved in messed up things like that either. He only cares about money, just saying.
An archive search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony...
Isn't that an ironic connection, you guys? Imagine that. Shocker there. They were connected to the Clintons. Just saying. Just saying.
Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked teenagers in their parents' suburban homes. And to be clear, that
That's messed up. I didn't hear that part the first time I watched this.
just begins to scratch the surface of how strange some of this stuff is. And bear in mind, we can't get into a lot of the real details of it because of the limits on broadcasting this on television. But it is some very strange stuff. Now keep in mind, again, there is no proof here that there is a child sex ring being operated out of a DC pizza parlor. Investigators have already proven there's nothing to the story, right? Well, actually, no. And that's what you need to know. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation of any of this. Not from local police, not from the FBI, no one. And that has to be the big question. Not for Podesta or for pizza parlor owners, but for law enforcement. Based on what may be or may not be here, the big question is, why hasn't any investigation taken place?
Same thing with the Epstein files, you guys, especially the ones being released now. Mind you, Thomas Massey and other congressmen and women, like former Congress or like Congresswoman MTG or Marjorie Taylor Greene, they made them release these. Just so you guys are aware, by the way, too. Like they literally by law had to release files, otherwise they would have been held in court responsible for not presenting the files. So like this is a part of what they have to do for PR purposes and to continue to like push the lie and the agenda that they've been doing for decades, you guys, to keep this shit under wraps as much as possible. Like regardless, again, if Trump's actually affiliated with any of it or not, just saying you have to, you know, understand that what's going on now is simply because they have to. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it, I would argue. But no I wouldn't be shocked if no prosecutions come out of any of these recent Epstein file releases or anything like that, which is exactly what the survivors and people like me, just people that are genuinely good people, want. We don't care at the end of the day. We just want the files to be released. The first few files are released, and one of them was around 200 pages, everything blurred. Yeah, that sounds about right, Moon Knight. Or Moon. I guess say Moonlight. But yeah, it doesn't shock me. I went all the way to the back of the files. I didn't start with the first like trove of it. I went all the way back and was going like you know, all the way from the back to see if that was, you know, like the farthest entrance, obviously, and then work my way up. So like go at the start and then work my way to like more current relevant pages inside those tropes. But I haven't seen any redacting so far inside the portion that I have looked at, which hasn't been too much. But yeah, it doesn't shock me because there's been multiple people talking about that, how there's been, in the last release, there's a bunch of different pages just blurred out and stuff like that. They say, oh, it's to protect the victims, right? Yet what happens, they don't blur out the victims' names or black them out. They just cover up the high-profile people that are within it, ironically enough. It's really ironic. People definitely will say that this administration is very disappointing. Aside from like JFK and Dr. Oz and Dr. J. Bhattacharya, in like terms of the CDC, the NIH, and the whatchamacallit? Oh, brain, I can't remember. HHS, that's what it is. It's been like the one good thing I would say that's came out of the administration. I wish I looked for positives, right? At least we've been getting promises fulfilled from them. But yeah, no, in terms of like all the stuff with the Epstein files and everything like that, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's 119 pages? I mean, no stress, man. I got the memo nonetheless. But like basically a lot of pages have been redacted, right? Which is exactly how it was ironically probably going to go regardless, you know, either way, or regardless of who was in office. And the two-party system, which is the Uniparty, is probably going to be the same. Yeah, this is nothing new. They did the same thing with the JFK files and the MLK files as well too, which MLK was assassinated by the intelligence apparatus. I'm not fucking stupid. And like, you'd say it's in collusion with like the Russian mafia and or Mossad, which it more than likely was for sure. But like nonetheless, though, the American intelligence apparatus had a huge part in art, like killing these prominent figures who were truly pro peace and like pro freedom for the American people and like pro democracy, like genuine democracy for the world. Well, yeah, see, and that's exactly why they did it, because it's a PR stunt ultimately, and like they had to release these, otherwise they would have been held liable in court. And oh boy, I can only imagine all the things that would have came out if that happened. Oh man, I could only imagine. It would have been better though if they sat there and like Thomas Massey and the other like senators and representatives that were a part of the whole bill, right, sat there and said that they need to get indictments done within such an amount of time, right? So that way we'd actually have prosecutions going on and justice truly being served. Like, I understand, yeah, they want the Epstein files released and they were doing it for justice, right? But at the same time, we also should have added that little tidbit saying, hey, but we want these released and you guys got to release them. But we want justice to be served like you guys promised too for all these survivors out there, because the survivors are fucking pissed, dude. Not only have people's names been revealed and stuff like that, like even though they said that they weren't, and then high profile people's names were redacted, right, to protect the victims, as they call them, right, or as I like to say, the survivors. And it was to protect elites more than anything, just like everything with the JFK files and stuff like that. They're probably going to try to do the same thing where they stall it for decades and decades till most of the people are dead and people forget about it, essentially. How are you doing though, Moonlight?
And the craziest fake news of all.
So that, and it goes on, and that's him trying to.
Good Catholic boy
Good
says
Catholic
there's nothing to see here.
Yes. So there you go. It keeps the pizza keeps popping
That's what's up, Moonlight. What rank are you?
up in the Epstein. We'll be right back with more of this story after a brief message.
The fuck? Dude, I swear this is the second time this happened.
Their response.
Somebody must have they told me the premise of looking at these Epstein files, and then the guy wanted to talk about we should stay in Ukraine, the idiot, and he was a kabod scumbag, I'm sure. And
but that's what's up though. Hell yeah, Moonlight.
So they're trying to downplay this right now, and most people, you're going to see who's who, because the people that want to know can find out, and the people don't want to know, you're going to see which ones are pure cattle. You're a cow if you're not on your own looking into this right now at these files. Did you do the interview with Bannon and him?
No, I got you. I did that intentionally, Moonlight, so that way people would actually hear the video.
Is insane.
Have
you seen it?
I watched the first, I would say, 20 minutes. There's a video that got released recently of Steve Bannon interviewing Jeffrey Epstein, and he's talking about international finance, and he sounds like a used car salesman, and he doesn't really even sound like he knows what he's talking about.
He's like Woody Allen.
He talks about when the dollar inflates, he really means deflates. He's making. I've only watched 20 minutes, and he's making lots of mistakes. Jeffrey Epstein. He's not a smart guy. It doesn't sound like he's a smart guy.
He's a construct, 100% out of the gate. He's not a guy that was such a bad genius that moved his way up. That's what this moron was trying to say to me earlier. Oh, and this bad apple wormed his way in, and
no, he didn't.
He was picked out from the start by David Rockefeller, he said, and Henry Kissinger to sit on the Trilateral Commission at age 30.
Trilateral Commission, which ironically enough, now that I hear that, you guys should look into the Committee of 300 or the Olympian Council. QAnon, like their actual YouTube page, not some fucking impersonator, right? If you guys actually look at Anonymous Official on YouTube, everything they've said has come to light, mind you, and has reigned true that I have seen on there. Like, I have not seen a single thing yet, 5+ years of watching it, right, that has not came true. But like, if you guys look at, they do have a video talking about that, but the Olympian Council or the Committee of 300, right, is basically the 1% of the 1%. These are the people that are actually controlling the world, and that connects to the Trilateral Commission. That's, since they talk about that, I want you guys to look into that, but this talks about like the really wealthy elites, billionaires, etc. in whatchamacallit, like the world, you know, whether it's in Italy or the US, Ukraine, Britain, Russia, etc. Like these have ties to all of these people that are running things, the Rothschilds, Bushes, royals, and like people that I would argue are heavily connected to the Catholic Church, because we all know that the Catholic Church is involved with trafficking. I'm just saying, like, the establishment of the Catholic Church. We're not going to say that every like Catholic church, individual Catholic churches are involved with stuff, but the Catholic establishment is involved with human trafficking. I have no issue saying that. I will say that till the day I die. Because just look at all the instances of little boys being fucking touched inappropriately by pastors. Just saying. Plenty of documentation to prove that, and there's plenty of documentation inside the Vatican to prove it as well too. Many different reasons why I don't like the Catholic Church. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, and it's the same thing. A lot of people don't realize these these constructs or these ideologies or the establishments, right, that are corrupt. They're like full of good people generally, or there's quite a number of good people that are just not aware because they aren't like in the upper echelons. They're not at the top leading everything. This is what happened with the Freemasons, right? It happens with every like really great society or culture that isn't constantly purging people out of its ranks, right? Our founding fathers founded this country. They were good people for their time, right? And people say, oh, they like had slaves and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like, I don't think you guys understand that at the time they created the foundation that led us to get to where the fuck we're at, man. It's the same thing with Abe Lincoln, too. Like, people talk whatever shit they want on him, but that man is a huge part of the reason why we don't have African slaves here in this country. And people want to talk about slavery. I mean, it's like every race and nation in the world, or every race has been enslaved in a nation in the world. It doesn't matter. Like, just say, you look at his, like, the ancient past, not his story, aka the story of the victors that are used to, like, divide and conquer and, you know, like, obfuscate and cover up the truths that they don't want you to know, right? It makes people, like, look bad to a bit of a degree, right? Every nation, every, like, race has had slaves at some point, unfortunately. But like, again, back to the main point. So like these constructs, right, or these establishments, they have people generally at the top that are corrupt individuals and beings. We can go into like talks about all that stuff, but they are misleading all the people underneath them. It's the same thing at like the FBI and the CIA, etc. You listen to people that come out of those places, they all say the same shit, guys. Like, they are brainwashed, controlled, things are compartmentalized, which compartmentalization is a tool used for manipulation to have control and domination over people in psychology. So you have all these people that are whistleblowers come out that say these things. But like, this is what happens. But then again, like we said, they have all those people at the top, right, that are corrupt beings, but they mislead all the people underneath them, the peons, right, or the sheeple, the drones, etc. Like, they do all these tactics to manipulate and control them to achieve a specific agenda in, like, the grand agenda, like many agendas to help orchestrate the grand agenda overall, which is to essentially manipulate and control us and, well, feed off of our energy, so to speak. Oh, it's not so to speak, it's true, but like a battery, like Morpheus said in The Matrix. So like, there are truths inside that movie. You guys have to realize at a certain point.
He's 30. That dumb at that age, but at 30 he was so brilliant.
About
they're trying to downplay this right now, and most people, you're going to see who's who. You're a cow if you're not on your own looking into this right now at these files. Dude, the interview with Bannon and him is insane. Have you seen it?
I watched the first, I would say 20 minutes. It really even sounds like he knows lots of mistakes.
He's talking about Steve Bannon too, by the way.
Oh, and this bad apple wormed his way in, and
no, he didn't.
He was picked out from the start by David Rockefeller, he said, and Henry Kissinger to sit on the Trilateral Commission at age 30.
At age
He's
30.
that dumb at that age, but at 30, he was so brilliant. They said, you got to sit on the Trilateral Commission.
Yeah, Henry Kissinger is also connected to Epstein too, by the way. Just saying, you guys. I remember being taught he was such a good guy in school too. Really ironic. Just like I said, shows you guys his story of the victors, and who created our modern schooling systems and public school systems. John D. Rockefeller and his elites, or like his elite buddies and stuff like that, like the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, Royals, etc. Like, you guys got to look into this stuff. Look at the Pyramid of Power. There's a really good one that talks specifically about like the Rockefellers well in depth, which is actually in the Pyramid of Power. If you guys want to look that up, it's just the pyramidofpower.net. It'll tell you guys a lot about this stuff and go in depth about it, but it does have the documentary talking about, or that I'm talking about, which literally goes well into depth on how like the Rockefeller family specifically leached its tentacles from the oil industry into the education industry using Bavarian like methods essentially to make people workers and slaves essentially instead of independent thinkers, entrepreneurs, etc., which would help our society flourish, right? And disperse the power, not keep it concentrated and centralized like the banking system. There's reasons why they try to centralize everything, you guys. It's for control and power. And then also the like medical industry, which is not really about medicine anymore, as many good people as there are inside that industry. Again, it's the same concept as before, right? You guys, you have to... I don't know if we're back. We'll have to see. All right. I don't know what the fuck went on there, you guys. Thank you though, universe. Much love. But anyways, it's the same concept and construct with the medical industry, right? We were just talking earlier about how there's a select few at the top to mislead the masses underneath, right? It's all the same fucking structure, man. Like, it's society's the same exact way. Sorry, I'm having like synchronicities and things clicking in my head. Just like things I already knew and solidifying things even more. Like it's the same pattern over and over and over again. But the medical industry, right? So again, you have the people on the medical boards, and it's like at the tops of the pharmaceutical industries, like it literally has harm in its name because it's supposed to create harm and to farm it off of you. That's why it's PHARM, like farm, like it's farming harm off of you because they have sheet full of side effects with 1 and 2 benefits, right? But yeah, so you have the people that are on the like pharmaceutical industry heads, right? And then you have the medical board industry heads that have the same like interests, right? Or like interests, so they converge, and then they spew their lies and use their little puppet strings to sit here and pull the hospitals and all the different boards and everything like that to meet what they want and mislead everybody else underneath, and all while making them impoverished and indoctrinated and not embedded but indebted to these corrupt systems. You feel me? Like think about doctors and nurses, right? They're in quite a bit of debt generally when they're going into the field, actually, you guys. Like It's wild, and then they feel like, oh, I have to pay these off, or I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get thrown in jail. Like it's fear mongering, you guys. And again, when you talk about energy and all that, and it's literally feeding negative entities energy because they feed off of fear, terror, etc. Particularly like in the pedo stuff and stuff like that. David Icke talks about this stuff as well too. But like it's pure terror. It's more innocent. The more innocent a person is, and like the more pure the terror, right? Because it's not dulled down at all, right? That's why they're specifically targeting kids in these like demonic and like satanic sort of things. I'm not necessarily going to say like satanic, but that's the tongue of like modern society, right? Like I'll say demonic for sure, but I'm not a religious man. But like there are sects within Satanism at least that are like this, you guys, and this is all a part of it. But again, like I said, you have the people that are misleading at the top in the medical industry or the pharmaceutical industry, and they're misleading everybody else below. Like it's the same concept over and over again, whether it's, you know, the people ruling the world right now, or, you know, the cults or secret societies that are corrupt, etc. There's a reason why JFK wanted to abolish them, by the way, which was part of the reason why he was killed. In addition to trying to, you know, reveal the UFO stuff that was going on at the time. But like I said, you guys, this is all part of the same thing, over and over again. But yeah, so Pizzagate was proven again to be correct. We'll sit here and take a look at the stuff that I have looked at here. Let's see here. So if you guys do want to look at it, just go into like it's the DOJ website specifically you have to go to, and you look up Epstein documents. And then you type in pizza in the Epstein library and it'll pop it up. And you have to go through age verification, right? Let's see. All right, so they talk about like Anon. This is talked about specifically down in Mexico, right? This is from 2020, I guess. But this talks specifically about the Palladium Club in Mexico, right? And it says pizza-shaped symbol, so I'm not like 100% certain it's the same exact one. They only show you one logo on the internet. I asked my buddy who lives down in Mexico if there's like any original logo, and he just showed me the same one I found. But they talk about things, right? So in this one here in particular, it says Anon provided the following information. Like they believe Greg Horvath and Hannah Jaffe, or Jana Jaffe, whatever you want to fucking say. It's Mexico, so my brain assume potentially Spanish pronunciation. They're owners of the Villa Arabesque in Acapulco, Mexico. They're involved in drug and or sex trafficking in the early 2000s. Horvath and Jaffe currently live in the Olympic Tower in New York, but use the Villa Arabesque to house Henry Kissinger. There's that name again, you guys. And other high-profile individuals, right? Who had ties to Epstein. Like, there you go. Henry Kissinger's tied to Epstein automatically already. And it said including Anon. In college, Anon was friends with Jaffe's nephew, Doug Jaffe III, or Doug, is what they're going to refer to him as, who invited Anon to spend spring break with him and several others at Villa Arabesque. When Anon arrived, she noticed the armed guards and machine guns around the property. She figured was common in Mexico, which it's not necessarily. That shows that there's something high profile they're trying to protect or cover up or keep hidden. So it says, upon entering the property, which was built on the side of a mountain, right, which kind of ironically, kind of like a secret evil lair. Not going to say necessarily was done intentionally like that. But it said they had noticed a girl approximately 11 and 12 years old who had dressed scandalously. Anon asked Doug about the blank girl there being with all the party, or being there with all the party. I don't know why they covered this out. I think it's literally saying the young girl. Like I don't know why they're that irritating. But it said Doug told this girl or this woman that the girl was his niece, and which she later found out was a lie that he told. And Bill Arabesque went on to use the girl dressed inappropriately for their advertisements. It was not uncommon for the elite people to spend at least $10,000 a night to stay at Villa Arabesque, which shows you guys it's high profile people and elites of the world, because you're spending $10,000 a night to stay there. It's way too much. This is way too fucking much, man. So while visiting Arabesque, Anon discovered Horvath and Jaffe were partners with the owner, name could not be recalled, of a club called Palladium in Acapulco. Doug took Anon and several others to Palladium, which had a pizza-shaped symbol. Palladium was known for their show 666 Dance with the Devil, which was an Aztec show where young girls, possibly underage, see, this is, I don't, again, why they're covering up that specific part, it makes no sense to me. Like, it seems like it's an adjective. Like, why do we need to cover up an adjective? It's just like they're trying to censor things, which is stupid. You shouldn't be doing censorship's a used tool for corruption and people to stay in power and to obfuscate information. I don't like censorship. Never have, never will. Censorship is a tool of pussies and fucking, like corrupt individuals and beings, right? You just don't show certain things to people, right? When they're kids and stuff like that, obviously, like for good reason. But it says, Aztec show where girls, possibly underage, were brought onto the stage and groped, which you already have that. That's a red flag, I would argue in itself. It says the girls had their bras removed and their breasts funneled. The girls were also bent over after their pants were removed without permission to show the entire audience their butt. This is a humiliation ritual, you guys. This is what it's showing me right now. Is this is a humiliation ritual that's performed on stage for these elites, right? Like regardless of their age and whatnot. This is like a humiliation ritual, basically, because it says it's their pants are being removed and their butts, or they're being bent over after like pants are being removed without permission, right? And it's showing the entire audience their butt, which is it's a humiliation ritual. Like that to me, that is like pretty apparent in my mind, at least. So it says, after the show, everyone returned to Arabesque, where the party continued. Anon became extremely uncomfortable, and she noticed a large amount of cocaine being brought into the villa. Anon had suspicions there could have been tunnels in the mountainside where they could bring the drugs in. Anon confronted Doug about the cocaine and told him she wasn't comfortable with what was happening. Anon packed her bags and went to meet her other friends who were also on spring break in Mexico. Anon's other friends wanted to go to Palladium. Anon explained she had just met the owner the night before. Anon told her friends she may be able to get in touch with the owner and get everyone a free bottle service or some other perk. After arriving at Palladium, Anon and her friends were given bottle service, but Anon immediately started to feel like something was wrong. It says Anon knew she didn't drink enough to feel the way that she did. So it seems like it might have been laced with something. So the Palladium owner put Anon in a car and had her taken back to Villa Arabesque. Oh, ironically enough. How ironic. During the ride, Anon was completely incapacitated, but she could still hear what was going on around her, and it's exactly, it was laced. Anon remembers getting stopped at the gate prior to Doug coming out to remove her from the car. Anon was carried inside and placed on a bench where she woke up the next day, unsure of what happened after she lost consciousness. So Tori LNU, the girlfriend of Doug's brother, Jordan Jaffe, told Anon she needed to be very careful because everyone who comes to stay at Villa Arabesque likes to take things too far. And it says Tori referenced the fact that there are code words used to describe what they do to girls there. Tori told Anon the slogan at the villa was sun, sex, and spaghetti, which Anon found odd. Anon has since learned spaghetti is a term used in the pedophile. Oh wow, shocker there. After Anon saw everything coming out of the news concerning Epstein, she felt the culmination of facts maybe enough to warn the FBI or warrant an FBI investigation, which shocker, the FBI is in on it, you guys, just saying. That's why we haven't gotten anything done in the last fucking decade plus since his first conviction. Just saying. I mean, he's only the tip of the iceberg. But Anon continued to request the FBI look into Horvath and Jaffe as potential associates of sex trafficking. And let's see here. This looks to be files. It's basically talking about locations and like a spreadsheet essentially of like what went on. Oh, it's like a police report, I guess. Uh, 337 results in various case files and classifications. However, no results concerned human trafficking. Information of public and private entities. Alright, so that's the first trove that I found. Oh, I remember this. Alright, so wait, hold up. No, go back to 86. There's 86 troves of all this, you guys. It's wild. Alright, on to the next one. So we'll do this for a little bit, you guys, and then we'll go ahead and play some games here probably for the last half an hour. By the way, though, Moonlight, you're still in here. In terms of like your rank up and stuff like that, Marvel Rivals is actually a lot better than quite a number of other games in terms of its rank up system. I would just say that, or its ranking system, I should say. The pair-ups that it does sometimes are a little wonky, I would say, and people are just absolutely fucking stupid sometimes. If you want people to actually care and are serious about ranking up, I look into Gosu Academy. You can look it up on Coach Mill's YouTube channel and stuff like that if you want. I'm a part of it. It really, people that actually genuinely give a shit about, you know, like being their best selves, or more so like ranking up and stuff like that and learning how to do so. It's not bad. People are generally pretty nice. Like I said, most people are, you know, pretty good. You're also going to have a few bad eggs wherever you go, but slowly heal my way through that game, but it got the job done, I guess. 0 out of 10 experience. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I play tank and stuff like that quite a bit to get myself out of whatchamacallit, lower elos and rank and stuff, because people just don't like playing tank. I don't know. It goes in phases. That's been more reoccurring recently. People are starting to play tank again more. But it just depends. You feel me? I don't know. People are just toxic. It looks like another. Oh, laboratory. Comment requested. Accepted. I accept the review. This looks like another police report. It says laboratory. It means like, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here it is. So it's item. So this is basically a list of what's been gathered, so to speak. Shredded, divided bag. So it's paper and fragments. Is that you, Clove? He's like, I feel like it is. Because you said that specific line, and that's how it kind of like clicked in my head. I had a feeling, but that sat there and like clicked in my head. Fair enough. I won't say anything more about your name, but I appreciate your stopping by, though. Either way. Let's see here. Oh, mind you guys, by the way, they also, in these files, they sat here and proceeded to leave things out as well, too. Just so were like photos and everything else as well. But that way, you know, we have, or like you guys are aware of the stuff that's going on and everything like that. Because they definitely intentionally left out certain photos and documents and stuff like that. So we have receipts here. Mail fitting. Machine. That's semi-paid personal cash. Tomato sauce, this is for food. don't think we're really gonna find anything in here. So these are like orders and stuff like that. That seems like something from internet-based stuff. And I love how fascism's just right there. Interesting. It really is interesting that it's just chilling right there. Just saying. Just the word fascism. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, it's definitely talking about like internet connection status, and then deposit to petty cash, pizza for overtime workers, deposit petty cash. I don't really think we're gonna see anything in this. So go. Wait, what? I mean, he's like, hold up, hold up. Hold up. So, look some more internet stuff. God damn, like, I actually have to fucking blow this shit up so I can read it now. Airline knows how. Oh, okay, so that's just basically saying it's a shipping, like, items, material, or like hazardous material fucking list, it looks like. Christina Cochran. Lincoln Park. Saying that again, Christina? Yeah, so we have these shreds of paper which look like it says Jeffrey Epstein on it for who knows what. Can't tell if that's his handwriting or not either. It very well might be, because it's, I don't know, it's more of like an official stamp, so to speak. Irrigation. Housekeepers. We have a list of some sort. I don't know. You'd already, maybe this is one of the people, or the survivors that they blacked out, right? So what about Lincoln Park and pizza? Are you saying Lincoln Park's trying to, or like expose, or just Chester Bennington, like referring to that again? Some of these just don't make sense. Carpentry, mason, boats. Fucking goddamn, dude. Like I said, this is a whole fucking project to look into. There's hundreds of pages. These look like the bags of receipts, basically. Alright, yeah, wait. Change 2021. A-type action, New York. EM service, document and serial. Okay, that's just laboratory stuff. Carrier, Federal Express. Investigating Jeffrey Epstein as co-conspirators on or about 2019. A search at Epstein's Island on St. James was conducted. Among the evidence seized was shredded paper. Okay, so these were all basically, apparently, from Epstein's collection of things, I guess. Interesting. Well, I know about Chris Cornell being killed and stuff like that, Christina. Trying to think. Kurt Cobain, you know, sitting there getting fucking intentionally injected with lethal amounts of heroin so he would overdose and like essentially die from it too, and people that knew and like were close to Kurt talking about the weird people that came in and stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of things that are interesting. Kurt Cobain was a huge whatchamacallit, he was a huge threat to the industry in general. So I find it funny they talk about all this stuff like the electronic evidence being forwarded to the laboratory, and we still have yet to get anything from them on it. There was, you know, the troves of fucking whatchamacallit, all the CP stuff, right? Or like this exploitation of children in video and like photographic form on terabytes of hard drives inside Epstein's New York estate, right? Which is one of many, and they also didn't investigate several other ones they had too, by the way, mind you. And that was intentionally done. They shouldn't investigate every single one if they were actually serious about it. But it had all this stuff, and they left the New York State after they first went to it without a warrant, a like proper search warrant. They didn't have a search warrant when they went in, and they just left the door, you know, broken and unlocked and unguarded, as far as I'm aware, for 2 days. Which you guys can put your heads together and think about why exactly they would do that, right? Again, we've already said and told you guys about how the FBI is a part of it, you know, right? And there's people within and that are, you know, corrupt individuals and beings that are doing these things, right? And that was perfect timing for those people to get in and destroy a certain amount of evidence and stuff like that. Because again, we still have yet to see any of this sort of evidence lead to arrests or, you know, like prosecutions, etc. We haven't seen any bit of evidence to really prove a lot of this stuff too, even though there's terabytes, which is a huge amount for the time and stuff like that that all went on. Like 2 terabytes was a lot even in 2019 in terms of data, right? Which I'm sure he had terabytes of all of this stuff, right? Because Epstein was an asset of intelligence and he was running honeypots. Like, just saying, at least to some degree, you know, like he was a small part of a big operation that involves a lot of intelligence apparatuses from around the world. And again, like I said though, there's all this stuff that says electronic evidence being sent to, you know, like being forwarded to the laboratory and stuff like that, which just reminds me, like, so this was the check, right? So they basically checked saying, oh, physical evidence, but there's plenty of electronic evidence we still have yet to see, right? And again, 2 days worth of the New York estate being left open and unguarded right after all that, right? Alright, so do that, and then last, A5. Like, so I'll do about 10 more minutes of searching for these here, you guys, and then we will go ahead and play some Marble Rivals or something. Unclassified, LES is another police report. Okay, so it looks like we actually, wait, what? This looks like the same shit as what we saw before already. Okay, so it's basically search results. Let's see. So database queries. Sentinel and Guardian queries for Greg Horvath revealed 377 results. Sentinel is probably a search program they have inside the FBI, I imagine. The same thing with Guardian. 737 results in various case files and classifications. However, no results of concerned human trafficking. Says Sentinel and Guardian queries for Jana Jaffe revealed 81 results in various case files and classifications. So it kind of just seems like they went through their own, just like records that were already on file, right? And arguably did nothing to actually investigate it. There's no Davis Roads. 7 various cases filed for caution, overall human trafficking. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Probably non-concerned human trafficking, I take it. Reported incident regarding the sport. Oh, okay. So, what elites do you guys think are involved in this whole trafficking ring, you guys? Whether it's drug-related and or, like, adult or human or, like, child trafficking. Let us know inside the chat. This is a bank statement. Shit, restaurant. Withdrawal. Usney Park. Little Caesars. Well, there's a pizza place, ironically enough. Who's is this Epstein's? It doesn't say whose it is. See, this is the shit we're talking about, you guys. They have names redacted, which doesn't tell us anything about them. He's like, why even bother including some of this stuff if you're not gonna give us at least, like, you can blur out a last name, right? I'm just saying. This is wild. TikTok. Synopsis of associate with Michael Jackson's organization from roughly November 2022 to October 2023. The Michael Jackson trial, where I was noted as an unindicted co-conspirator in November 2023. Investigation by the SPDA. June 2025, which ended. I would like an investigation of the circumstances that surrounded me. I have legally obtained information regarding Michael Jackson that is a concern to the FBI and the American people. I'd like to provide assistance to the FBI in uncovering the facts that surround Michael Jackson, his operational scheme, and insight into potential molestations. Being a former friend, Francesco Cascio, who lives in California at this time, below are some images and documents. Which Michael Jackson kissing a baby. I don't know why they blurred that out. Pretty sure that's actually been there before. MJ Snow family. Regarding his family, Francesco Cascio was a child traveler, personal assistant, and business manager to Michael Jackson. Francesco was a person of interest in the trial and a person who covered up for Michael Jackson for many years. If you guys want to look at this page, which is whatchamacallit, let's see, it's cluster 85, document file 165133 out of dataset 9. I'm not going to show that stuff on stream because I don't know exactly what all it contains, and I don't want to get it taken down, you feel me? It does show some things in it, right? And like clad imagery and stuff like that. I see some nudity here and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna risk that. So we'll go ahead and let that be there. I'm not trying to sit there and mess with that. I will off stream, and then I'll let you guys know if you want to know about it in another stream for sure. But we'll continue reading on this stuff. But there is some like video evidence and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure I've seen this image of like Michael Jackson kissing a baby, by the way. Just saying, it's a little ridiculous that they're sitting here doing that. So talks about like Snow or Francesco Cascio being a like an agent or like an assistant and business manager for Michael Jackson. And then it says, to provide assistance to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I have obtained video, audio, images, documents over the last 20 years in-hand paper documents, as well as digital folder with a significant amount of information. All information obtained legally can be provided with video and audio recorded phone call. So it's something they gained over the last 20 years. The word information can be obtained through the iCloud folder share. I have also purchased an iPod Touch containing the information that can be provided. An iPod Touch. Bro, that's wild. That's old. He's like, goddamn. iPod has been password, and I'll provide the password. It's basically saying she has information so that way they can look into it. So it says this is a letter, it looks like, to somebody. So it says Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer, German media mogul and politician. Alright, so it says, I have obtained information through a joint digital fax with Francesco Cascio regarding Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer, the Totenhofer family, and Berta Media, Germany. There are videotapes that link both Totenhofer and Cascio families together. Some videos are concerning to the country of Italy, which again counts, or the Committee of 300, you guys. Italy is connected to this quite a bit too, because what's in Italy? The Vatican. The country of Italy. Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer has residence. A cause for concern in roughly 2002 was when Valerie Totenhofer said, "Good for the Americans," when an American soldier was hung and the video was shown to the world. A manipulated Francesco Cascio, her boyfriend, repeated these words. The war on terror. Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer placed an ad in the New York Times opposing the war in an attempt to manipulate the American people against our president, George W. Bush, which George W. Bush is a corrupt motherfucker, just saying. He's been a part of this as well, too. Whether having direct cause in human trafficking or participating in these nefarious acts on children, and the tragedies being committed against children. Room for speculation. I have no room to prove that he has, but like he was involved in the trafficking or like the cover-up of it, etc. But Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer has an extensive network in the Middle East interviewing dictators and can be placed in Afghanistan in 2004 with this network with DVD videos that I've obtained. Dr. Jürgen Totenhofer has been behind the lines in Mosul, the terrorist group ISIS, in 2016, and was interviewed by CNN. Oh, how ironic. Upon seeing this interview and realizing I had the DVDs, I traveled from New Jersey to Washington, D.C. and turned them in digitally. Around this time, I attempted to expose Dr. Totenhofer to benefit the American people in a German documentary. Post-interview release, Francesco and Valerie called me on WhatsApp to discuss my truthful statements on the documentary. I learned from Valerie of her father's plan to evacuate citizens from Afghanistan post-U.S. pullout. Post-U.S. pullout. Interesting. Post-pullout Afghanistan by the United States, Dr. Totenhofer traveled to Afghanistan to remove a trapped family. I believe that if the United States could not rescue U.S. citizens, how could Dr. Totenhofer get behind enemy lines? Dr. Totenhofer is really a politician in Germany disguised as a journalist, which, I mean, it wouldn't be the first, you feel me, right? Where you have these people that are seemingly, you know, just they're U.S. citizens, right? And our government or like our military can't do anything, just kind of like what happened with Ukraine, right? And the site, or like, was it the first or the second Trump assassin, right? I'm pretty sure it was the second one. It wasn't Matthew Craigs or whatever his name was. It was another dude who just, you know, miraculously got over to Ukraine, who seemingly didn't have anything, right? And his first follower on X was a member of the CIA, aka, which most people would say it's the handler, right? So we have, and it says Joseph Tokopina, New York City. Joseph Tacopina, ESQ, currently President Trump's attorney, was my former attorney during Michael Jackson's trial. I made payments to him and retained him. My former friend Francesco Cascio was brought into the defense. Joe represented both of us at the time in November 2003 when Michael Jackson's, you guys can read that yourself, magazine was found. Joe forced me to turn it over to him. That might have been what we saw earlier, by the way, that I said I wasn't going to review on stream. You guys can look at it yourself. Let's see. It says Joe covered up the magazine, represented my former friend, and then went on TV and defended Michael Jackson, which is wild. Which makes sense why it says they left him as their attorney. So Joe hides his client's information out of office in a hidden location to avert police search during a criminal investigation. So he's intentionally interfering with criminal investigation, right? Which then proceeds to sit there and, you know, like obfuscate, and it's covering up evidence, right? Hid did this with my defense information, which had no instance of a crime, which that is weird in general. So take that with a grain of salt. Joe's an extensive number of media contacts with influence of the American people. Joe's currently a columnist for the New York Post. New York Post is corrupt, as stated on his website. Joe is also an attorney for President Trump. This is a conflict relating to free and independent press in the U.S., which you guys listen to any of our content before. The fourth estate, the free press is dead, and it has been for over like 30 to 60 plus years, right? Let's see, I think it was like, it'd be 32 years since Dr. Stephen Greer was told that by, what's the dude's name? He's a big insider inside Time, or not, 60 Minutes and stuff like that, and that whole news sphere, right? Can't remember the dude's name. But Bob Saget is the dude's name. Just saying, it's been a thing for years. This also kind of proves it as well too. But let's see. So Joe has an extensive number of media contacts and blah 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 blah. Conflict relating to the free and independent press in the U.S. A dictatorship could form with control of the media and use the manipulation of the people, which we already have. Just so you guys are aware, we already live in an oligarchy. Why do you think we have all the news that's covered up and things not being talked about that should be talked about in the mainstream, right? Because they work for the system, which, again, you guys should go watch our video talking about UFOs and stuff like that, and how the CIA literally goes to media centers like CNN, etc., or CBS. There's plenty of video evidence showing that former or a CBS executive say that, you know, they cover stories for the CIA, right? What's up, Mr. Collin? And it's like would bring briefcases or like bags of cash to these news centers in the context of UFOs, so they wouldn't like cover these specific UFO stories, which would expose things going on, right? And it's the same thing with other stories as well too, whether it's Epstein, etc. But in the case of what we're talking about, they did it quite heavily with UFOs as well too. And Dr. Stephen Greer does talk about that in a redacted interview that we go over and like talk about and add on in our videos, talking specifically about UFOs, by the way, too. So let's see. But do you guys think Michael Jackson was involved in pedo stuff and or child trafficking? Let us know in the comments. I have always been of the opinion that he probably did or was involved in it somehow or got blackmailed. More than likely. I don't know. It just kind of always struck me as that. So let's see here. It could be very well determined Joe is using his influence at the Post, or the New York Post, to benefit a former President Trump under indictment and limit the ability of our current President Joseph Biden. He's involved in the shit too. And so is his wife Jill Biden. You guys look into the ties they had in, was it there's some country that she helped or is like an administrator on the board of a nonprofit which was involved with trafficking children. So it says using a child to affect a parent every day in the media as an effect influence or has an effect on parenting, limiting his ability to work and lead effectively. This parent is our current President Biden, which again, they hid stuff about good old Hunter Biden, which Hunter Biden actually came out against the system on one or two things, which I will give him kudos on that, and you know, I wish him a healthy recovery and hope he, you know, finds light so he can help us expose these things and, you know, redeem himself. But you guys can read what it says there. I would like Michael Jackson CPM to be returned to the returned by Joe Tacopino, which is who Joe is inside this, aside from Biden. But I'd like it returned to the FBI for review or to my attorney. I find it funny. People like to bring up QAnon. He's like, no. True QAnon was never a threat to our country. It's been exposing everything for the longest time. Like I said, look up Anonymous Official on YouTube. You guys watch their videos. You will see all the things they say will come true or are true. Like, if you're paying attention to these things, you will know. Like, I know this for years as somebody who is an independent and who leans more liberally and, you know, like, whatchamacallit, libertarian in my views and stuff like that, right? QAnon has been right about everything they have said so far, or like Anonymous Official's YouTube page, not the people that fake to be QAnon. There's a lot of fakers out there, so they sit there and dampen the message of like the true QAnon, right? But says QAnon is a problematic force in the United States. My wife, a Jeffrey Epstein survivor, caught the cold. Blank is better now. Oh, the wife is better now due to the mental health professionals I obtained for her. And then U.S. Assistant Attorney General, Southern District in New York, can provide testimony to her mental state. It says there is an underground network in the United States where innocent Americans are being affected. This is a mind control cult. Once infected, the Americans believes a political candidate is the Messiah and votes in this direction. That's actually, it's true. It's true, you guys. Like, think about it. Think about elections and think about how people look at things. I've told you guys many times before on this channel that presidential elections are just shams. There haven't been real presidential elections since JFK, I would argue. Like, they've all been manipulated and fabricated and just a lie. The donor class gets whoever the fuck they want because lobbying is bribery. Like, lobbying is a huge issue and it needs to get out of politics. If we don't have all this money in politics, you guys, we'd actually have more justice coming about. I'm just saying. Or you have people that are actually willing to do this shit for, you know, like, not large checks, right? That means they can't be bought. If they're willing to do it for, you know, like, a moderate salary, and they can't make like a buttload of money like Nancy Pelosi on top of it, we'd have justice being served truthfully. Like, let me know if you guys agree inside the chat, but or disagree. But like I said, there's a literal psyop which makes you guys think that if you should vote for a president, your vote still actually counts, which it doesn't, because the lobbying controls the electoral college. So it doesn't actually do its job, and the donor class gets whatever it wants every fucking goddamn election. Like I said, Trump has gotten into office this last time because in terms of economics and finances, Trump was clearly the better pick. And in terms for them to make more money and shit and to keep a cover going, they had to sit there and get Trump into office, regardless of whether or not he's affiliated. We'll just play middleman. And how much Trump knows, right? Regardless of that, Trump was the only way they could logically keep a cover on everything going on because of how unruly and how unrestful people were getting with everything, right? Because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's shit job in like office, right? And their whole administration, not just them, their whole administration. And and all the fucked up things they were doing, which has also increased the amount of child trafficking that's gone into our country, by the way, just so you guys are aware. QAnon also exposed this stuff as well, too. Just saying. Just like they're exposing things going on right now. I'm just saying. But this whole statement is there's an underground network in the United States where innocent Americans are being affected, and it's a mind control cult or a psyop. Once infected, the American believes a political candidate is the Messiah and votes in their direction, which you can see with Trump, like, through and through, just saying, like, regardless of, you know, Trump's true intentions, etc., pure or not, like, that's the truth. It's the same every 4 years, you guys. Just saying. But it says, I can provide further information on my experience as well as blank and our children, high school students. Blank and my children can testify to this also. Mind control has been removed. Mind control has been removed several years ago, and everyone is in a happy and healthy environment. Okay, they're talking about their social sphere. So it says, currently President Trump has many supporters that are affected by Q, and he does not denounce them but uses them for a vote. I can provide further information of someone who may be valuable that lives in Texas that distributes Q-type information. She's infected with the mind cold but distributes. Blank, my wife was infected but did not distribute and was mentally affected only. Again, we took care of her as a family and she's doing great and at the height of mental health. Ask Blank to see her now. This is great hope for affected Americans. Blank is a victim of this. Okay, yeah, see, this, I don't know. I'll agree to disagree with them on that because I have all my years of proof being proven over and over again. Since before, oh, actually, no, Trump was first in office, right? And even before then, like, I had people that were, you know, involved with QAnon and looking at the stuff. So Blank is a high-profile Epstein individual. We'll get down to page 16, and then we'll go and play some Marco rivals for you guys. So it says, Blank is a high-profile Epstein individual. Blank, my wife, is a low-profile Epstein survivor. Blank has made disparaging comments about Asians, directed them towards Blank, who is Korean but an American citizen. Blank did the same. See, this is one of those things where it's like, you guys can't redact names. It's again, obfuscating things and stuff like that, right? Blank did the same also. Blank recently started a TikTok channel and made videos about Blank. They're literally covering up things, you guys. Like, I'm just saying. Blank is a victim of harassment. Blank recently deleted the videos to avert negative attention, however I obtained them. Blank called Blank the Asian version of The Ring, which that is true. If you guys look at China and stuff like that, you look at Whitney Webb's One Nation Under Blackmail, both volumes. In the first one, she talks about it, at least. I haven't, like, gotten through all of it, or the second one. It talks about, like, the opium and the, like, drug trafficking rings are in Asia. So you guys, I don't know, it doesn't take a brain to realize drugs and human trafficking go hand in hand generally, because they use the drugs to dope up the human trafficking victims. This is a civil rights crime against Blank and all Asians. Blank is suing the FBI for over $600 million because the FBI did not act. See below. The Ring Part 2. I wouldn't have given a shit. To me, he's like, I wonder, is that them? Or is it somebody else? Oh, looks exactly like an Asian version of The Ring. Just saying, I knew Epstein very well. This monster brought him fresh meat. She was never the meat he desired. She profited from the suffering of young girls. Her soul is dead. Does anybody know who this is, by the way, mind you? I have no clue who the fuck this woman is. Alright, here she is admitting she harmed a child sexually to please Epstein. This is disgusting, especially, you know, like, considering I'm close friends with one Ring recruited. See, I don't know why they redact some of these things. Seems she's proud of what she has done, in her opinion. Thankfully, I met different Epstein enablers because this one seems unhinged to them. I don't know about that. Again, there's, like, certain things you just can't fucking see. Submitted. Okay, it's basically saying all further information will be submitted upon request of the FBI, and they have limited funds. Basically saying she's willing to give them things and like work with them with her budget where she can. You feel me? Even though the FBI should take care of the expenses in cases like this. Just saying. It's talking about her new attorney, which is Jennifer Beadle, and then it says in 2007, shared information regarding these matters to the FBI in Newark, New Jersey. Document. I have the document below. At the meeting, I was offered to be an FBI informant status. I accepted. This was verbal, and no paper was written confirming the status. My attorney needs to discuss this matter with you, which it's ironic, don't you think? They give the verbal confirmation but not the written status. So, one photo of 2 male individuals, 1 Sony recorder model, and 3 binders labeled copies, plus the hidden documents that Michael Jackson's special family stores. It says in 2016. What the fuck does that say? God damn. Okay, that's. It says non something. It says, in 2016, I've seen Dr. Jurgen Totenhopper behind the lines of ISIS. Realized I had the Afghanistan videos and drove Washington, D.C. FBI field to turn them in. I was sent away because I did not have an appointment and I had to drive back to New Jersey. I had documented. This is wild. This is wild, man. The fact that they're turning down information and just somebody turning something in just because they didn't book an appointment. I don't know. That just says a lot to me. I'm just saying. They should have somebody to fucking sit there and look at that shit. That's wild. Okay, so just basically just proving she was in Washington, D.C. I would have been pissed if I went all to Washington. Like, and the FBI headquarters to sit there and, you know, be turned down and be like, oh, you know, you have to have an appointment with us to get in to, you know, do these things. It's like, you're the FBI, the fuck? I'm turning in evidence willingly. Why would you ever turn somebody down like that? It's fucking wild. I don't know. It just shows a lot of fucked up shit. Even just that tiny amount, you guys. Like, you can see fucked up shit. Again, take a look at the fucking magazine here and see if there's anything in it, but I'm not going to show that on stream. Like, you could obviously see a couple of nude bodies and stuff like that just from even like a distance, right? But yeah, like I said, it's kind of messed up and I'm not going to show that on stream, right? But yeah, so let us know what you guys think. Do you think Pizzagate, or do you think the new Epstein documents prove Pizzagate's existence and ties to everything? Let us know inside the chat. And then we're going to go ahead and switch over to Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you're still in here, Clove, or Light, I should say. But let's see. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's switch over to Marvel Rivals here. And a reminder, we will not have stream on Friday, just so you guys are aware. Also, Mr. Colin, in case you didn't hear me earlier, how are you? What have you been up to? Question mark. And all that good stuff. I also probably should turn down the fucking music. Oh no, the music is turned down. Alright, let us see now. Got that, and we got this. Signed Epic Games. Yeah, again, I would highly suggest, again, you guys look into the Epstein stuff on your own. They're only going to reveal so much stuff, you guys, right? Because they're essentially throwing us a dog bone and like a quarter burger, essentially, which is things we've already known, but it's giving more credence to the fact these things actually existed, right? And you guys can always feel free to report the stuff to me if you want to on Discord. It's just ZNCF_TTV. It's like 5601 or something like that. If you have any sort of evidence proving that stuff, feel free to send it to me. You can send me screenshots of the page itself, or just send me a link to the pages rather, so that way you guys aren't getting like, I don't know, flagged on Discord servers for anything, you know, because, well, obviously it's not shocking that it would if, you know, or you guys would get flagged if you're just sending pictures of the fucked up things that are happening there, right? Like I said, just send me links to the specific troves and stuff like that for sure. I don't care. Give me my fucking goddamn shit. Yeah, it's just ZNCF_TTV, you guys. Okay, it's not gonna do that. All right. Yeah, or you can. It's ZNCF_1, as in I won the game. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and hop over to Marvel Rivals though. But if you guys do find anything connecting like Pizzagate and stuff like that, or just showing incriminating evidence of any like elite individuals in your research of these files and stuff like that, you guys just send them to me on Discord, or like send me a link to the like specific trove, right? So copy and paste the URL and just send it to ZNCF _1, as it like WON, my bad, 1. Don't know if I said that loud enough. But yeah, so like I said, you guys, just the more of you guys look at that stuff and give me the information, the more I can like put it out there to people and stuff like that, right? So people understand this stuff. And if I do find anything, right, I can sit here and blur things out. That's obviously like not something that should be on, you know, streams and stuff like that, because it's inappropriate and disgusting, and just, it's not like, you know, nude adult bodies or anything, right? You know, like, it's one of those things. Obviously, yeah, you should sit there and blur it out and stuff like that. Just saying. And it's out of respect for those people as well too. And again, you can like show these things on TV as well too, or in a public sphere, you know. You don't know what creeps are online. I don't want to fucking enable their shit. Mind you, it's the truth. I'm all for like fully uncensored truth, but there's a certain extent where, yeah, you have to like blur things out. Like, I don't think people need to be seeing CP on the internet, even if somebody's exposing it. You have to blur things out, right? Just saying. Like, just saying, it's messed up. Even if it's in FBI documents, I don't think you should be showing that without blurring everything, right? You also just get in a lot of trouble if you don't blur it out, even for educational purposes and like showing the corruption that's going on. Alrighty. Let us see now. Clove, do you want to play ranked? Question mark. If you're still in here. Who the fuck is? I don't remember who the fuck this bitch is. Okay, I got you. Let's see. What rank am I? I'm pretty close. Yeah, I might be able to make shit. If we get 2 good dubs, we can make it to gold, you guys. Give me 1 second, Light, and I'll go ahead and shoot you an invite. Whenever I'm streaming, I generally invite people, so that way I don't have to like wait or anything like that. It's just better for the streamer to be in control when they're streaming. Alright, give me 1 minute here, you guys, and I'm going to first invite Light, and then I'm gonna go get my tea real quick. I'll be back momentarily, you guys. Uno momento, por favor. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, also, I'm on stream. Do you care if you have your voice inside this? Just so you're aware.
I don't care.
Okay. I just like to make sure. Oh, you're in fucking plat. We can't play ranked. I forgot. My brain didn't think about.
Yeah?
No, because I have to be in gold. So basically, it's like if you're ranked below or like anything below. No, that's right. Yeah, you have to be only like a rank below the teammates you have in order to play with each other.
Oh no.
It is what it is. I arguably could have been already in gold if I would have played with you yesterday instead of doing scrims. But it is what it is. You want to play quick play?
Yeah, sure.
Let me just be like, I don't want to play quick play. I only want to play comp. I only want you for the comp. Fuck you. Damn, I want more fucking noodles. Jesus.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me, baby. Cause lately, everywhere I turn, someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I just don't get why everyone hates on duelist mates. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom McDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a problem. I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you, which ain't consistent with history. I was picked on as a kid and they don't know what Slim did for me. But I'm here now and I fight the system just like you. Just wait till you see what's in my
So, I learned about whatchamacallit. There's certain rocks that have ruby in their tile, like one's a ruby zoisite. If you put it under UV light, it grows red. That's pretty cool.
Hey, QTV, your mic is on.
Yeah, I know it is. Talking to you guys too. Feel free to add it in the conversation.
I maybe couldn't understand what you were saying first of all, so I'm kind of hard to.
Okay, fair enough.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Bro, you can always just mute me, Neff.
All you need to do is tap
Motherfucking negative and for what? Quick play.
I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to negativity. That's why I said they didn't like me just muted.
I wasn't being negative, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about one of our other teammates, bro.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he just got Zaza. Oh, no. That's an issue.
BP's down. Oh wow, I'm no beast whale. Did you guys know that?
I don't know if he's talking to you or if he's talking to me.
No, the woman. Oh, are you gonna make a sexist reference now too? You gonna tell her to get back in the kitchen, bro?
The one time metal isn't fucking working. God damn it. Maybe I need to update it. You know what? Hold on. let me take a look. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, yep. Okay. That one was deserved. Okay. No one was that, man. Hey, that's my bad.
Bro, why are you being so toxic for a quick play game, dude? Like that's just a whole new level of sad. And now you telling me to shut up for calling you out? Man, somebody needs to grow up.
The game.
You need some love in your life, my G.
Oh my god, my game. Oh, okay, there we go. My game's fine. Never mind.
We gotta troll. Alright.
No, there we go. Okay, metal's working. And everyone cheered.
That even hit me. Penny Nest is down.
Okay.
Bruh. Jesus Christ.
I'm not paying attention to chat. What's the
I'm
saying?
just not paying attention much to the game.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look at what's happening in the chat after I... Sure, I'm done. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay, maybe Invis isn't working.
Yeah. That's QP. I'm not gonna stress about it.
That's, yeah.
Bro, are you still on the same shit? Dude, you are so deprived of attention and love and affection. I feel bad for you, dog. Like, seriously. You genuinely need to grow the fuck up and love yourself, my G. It's sad. Like, I feel bad for you. You're still going on the same shit trying to troll me and make fun of me, dude. That's sad. Jesus Christ.
Switch the Loki skins and I'm...
You're playing this game, dude. Most people would say you're a nerd, too. I'm just gonna ignore you from now on. You're not even worth my time, dog.
Dude, this fucking low-key skin. Oh my god.
Alright, let's see here. What was it? Slashes first.
Which means it's probably not, right?
We're about to find out.
They're getting distracted by the text that's constantly popping up.
Penny Nest is down.
What? I call bullshit. Hey, good luck.
I didn't come here to read.
I'm not going in there.
Oh, so you're in my stream. Thank you for the view.
Yeah, oh, he does have a start out. That wasn't like good placement. It's okay. It's fine. I'm coping. I'm coping.
Your team's capture progress has
I'm
passed.
coping with my oh god, oh god, oh god. My clone clone placement. Jesus. Can I?
My body's fully recovered. My brain
Oh my god. Oh,
Good shit, nom nom.
Jeff, you're amazing.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Hurricane incoming!
Where's the penny go? Oh, penny's up there.
Penny's dead.
VP's one.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Let's get this game show on the road.
Ooh, excuse me.
Judge, jury, executioner.
I'll have my ult for this.
Well, I saw as long as I could. Have a good one,
Still
Neps.
going, by the way.
Much love, my dude.
Can't expect to win them all.
Bruh. Bruh.
Oh my god. I need to avoid the guy. Hold on.
Oh my god. These people are ridiculous. You guys are low-key fucking sad, dude. Jesus Christ. I have never. Bro, they're just being whiny, toxic little babies, including the other fucking streaming dude. Like, Jesus
The guy that was
Christ.
bitching about you, apparently his career highest in general is Grandmaster 3. That is crazy.
I don't know, dude.
This teammate.
He's fucking sitting there being toxic for no reason, man. I ain't really stressed about it. He didn't bother typing the shit in my chat, though, neither. Yeah, fucking nom-noms in there being toxic because I mistyped shit, too. Toxic shit. No, I don't give a shit, dude. Keep hating up inside my chat and make my views go up, bro. Like, I don't give two fucking shits. You need to grow the fuck up, dude. That shit's fucking ridiculous. I don't give two fucking shits. Like, why would you put that negativity out? That's just ridiculous. I don't fuck with that. I'll see you later, man. Hope you have a good life. Seriously, that's ridiculous.
The amount of red exclamation marks.
Oh, now you guys are coming and trolling in my chat. I love you guys. Thank you.
Makes me.
Hope you guys have a good life.
me
Much
upset.
love. Alright, dude, this is wild.
crazy.
They're all getting fucking reported, dude.
That's crazy. First message permanently banned.
Dude, like, for real, all of them fucking said he's like, I'm just trolling. He's like, dude, you're being a toxic fucking piece of shit. Like, grow up. God damn. Child shit. Proud of myself for how I handled that, though. Boy.
Rivals needs to stop you from, because I'm pretty sure there's a limit from how many people you can avoid.
I haven't ran into that issue. I did in Pokemon Unite when I was playing it, but I haven't in this game yet.
Maybe I've just been on this streak of avoiding people to the point where it's like, hey, chill out.
No, I agree. Let's see.
Breathe.
Avoid. Block, yes. Alright, what's this fucking game? Sit here and report all you guys too. You want to be little bitches about shit. Oh, let's see here. 107 31 85093. Bruh, you already know. You're sitting there trolling people, man. You weren't as bad as the others, so I'll just sit here and block you, but like... Still, dude, you were sitting there fucking joining in on the trolling and trying to bully people. That's a little sad. I literally saw your name pop up inside the chat. Do I need to go through things? Oh, look. How you gonna look like a kid's Play-Doh art and still stream? You can see it right here on stream. You want to act like you weren't a part of it again for me, bro? Huh? Huh? You can't play it off and deny that it was them. Maybe I'm misunderstanding them. Maybe you're talking about one of them, but I'm the only other TTV inside stream aside from you, arguably. Maybe I'm wrong on that part, though, for the TV. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm just telling you, dude. Like, don't put out that negativity, dog. Like, it's just childish, man. Like I said, I'll just block you. I'm not going to report you for making one comment. But everybody else, I will report, hands down, no issues. Input. Okay. Each one of you guys all came in here and tried, so I'm just trolling, bro. I'm just joking, bro. Like, it's just ridiculous. You don't do that shit. That's childish. Because you guys all felt bad. That's why. Like, just saying. If you knew you did no wrong, you wouldn't have came into my stream and done that afterwards. Like, none of you guys.
Guy seems fine. He seems chill.
Nom nom, I can't say anything about. It's just that. I don't know anything else like I said. You were saying hi? Okay, say it's I hope you have a good one, man. Alright, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Wild. That means like people in fucking QP wildin'. That's probably the most wild QP game I have ever had yet. So kudos to everybody in that last game.
Yeah, I have never experienced. Well, first time for everything.
Yep, always a first.
I'll play some Loki. I need to start. I need to make a bingo card for each season.
So why are you playing Loki?
I want to learn him. Let's go look up the webs.
What the fuck is BW?
Black Widow.
Oh. So for the vibes, what? Check it out, Black Widow's ass? You type it in match.
Do you not know the whole Black Widow thing?
No, is it drama related?
Yes.
That's why I don't, because I don't fuck with drama, dude. Is it the fucking...
Okay, there was a 40K tournament, right? And a guy, Kingsman, was part of the team. I think was mostly women, right? And one of the players there was a Black Widow player, but I'm pretty sure on her like sheet she said that she can play other characters, which is why people were like, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, Kingsman is like, guys, we gotta, that everyone's gonna be playing triple support. It's a tournament. It's 40K, and so the Black Widow player and like her friends are like, shut the fuck up and everything like that. So he ends up getting kicked out, and so now it's just the shits and giggles thing where it's like, oh, playing Black Widow for the vibes.
I gotcha. Fair enough.
That's like a TLDR. Not even.
Wow, it's terrible aim on my part. Jesus Christ. Ooh, damn. I need to get better at my dashes. You can essentially bounce like 6+ times on fucking somebody's head if you sit there and hit it correctly. Damn. Thor gave Mommy Thickums his hammer. Ho ho.
Way more making matches. I'm actively avoiding him. I need to remember how he works. Because I used to be sort of good at him.
Tap in our backline.
Sure, check what we're doing. Come here, buddy. We got you. Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't realize that was Deadpool.
Get that beat moving again.
I can fucking hit my shots. Jesus Christ. My aim with Deadpool is just terrible. I love how I can do great with Phoenix and fucking Hawkeye and shit, and then Deadpool is just like dog shit. 41% actually. I don't feel like 41%. Cap in our back line somewhere. I don't think this Captain America likes me very much. It's 35% still don't sound right with my accuracy. Cap's going for a backline dive again.
Might go up to the game some hungry and it's late.
It's pretty much like infinite hops as soon as you like dash on top of somebody's head, as long as you can continuously do it. Rubberoni.
Okay, let's give it another shot, rookie.
Finally got you. Thank you. Capped on the back line again.
That's crazy.
Good shit, you guys. GG. Thank you for not being toxic pieces of shit. Oh, wait, they didn't get to hear that. At least they heard the not being toxic part. Man. To me, it's like, I would say that might go down as the most toxic game in QP history in this game for me. It's like, well, it could always be worse, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It might go down as the most toxic game in history. But nonetheless, though, I'm gonna laugh about it.
I'm gonna head out because it's late and I'm hungry.
You're GG, bro. Or you're good. GG's. It's ahead of the game.
Oh yeah. Hope you rank up though.
Oh, I do too, man. Shit. I mean, it's like, I do too.
What are you, silver 1 right now?
I'm silver 1, about to be gold 3. I have like literally 2 or 3 games. And then as long as I get wins, I'll be in gold.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, but GG's though, go eat your food and have a good rest.
Yeah. Have a good stream.
Thank you, I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Alrighty. We're going against some comp games now, you guys. Alrighty. Let's see. Can we get it all the way up to gold 3 tonight, you guys? We shall see. Actually, before we do this, I'm gonna put up my food here real quick. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes. That way it doesn't fucking sit out for too long since I did it at like 8:30. Give me like 5 minutes max, and I'll be back, you guys. Holy shit. Gum still makes my fucking shit salivate. By the way, you guys, if you want to know how to reverse your cavities, this actually can be done. Dennis has proven it and talked about Dr. Ellie. Look her up on YouTube. You guys want to learn more about reversing your cavities and like taking care of your mouth health so well so you don't have to go to the dentist or anything like that. I recommend oil pulling after every meal, right? And then also chewing things like gum, but specifically xylitol gum, where you can get mints. Dr. Ellie has her own, or it's Dr. Ellie Phillips is her name, I believe. But Dr. Ellie Phillips, she talked about xylitol specifically. It's a compound that helps remineralize your teeth and help build healthy like fortifications defended against plaque and stuff like that, and reverse cavities. Which has been proven xylitol is very beneficial. You guys also can get refresh gum to try out as well too. I'd specifically recommend Dr. Ellie's, obviously, because she's a dentist and a doctor and has talked about this stuff for years. But getting xylitol gum is a good start, like first off, and then doing oil pulling with things like coconut oil or olive oil. I would recommend the coconut oil because the olive oil is obviously it's more potent. Coconut oil is more bland unless you have allergies. There are other oils out there you can use as well too. But that'd be like a good start. I look forward to going to the dentist and showing them that I reversed my cavities.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
Fair warning, this is only like my second time on this map too, just so you guys are aware. Also, was bumpin' purses meme? Fair enough, bumpin'. It's not a bad map. Like I said, I've just only played it the one time. Even in scrims and Gosu Academy, people are avoiding this map like the plague. even though we're like, we should get more practice on it because it'll make us better at playing on this map. Iron Man dead. Phoenix is dead. Thor's dead. Magneto, come back. You're shield bad. I can't have you leaving us. I understand you're trying to help the supports, but let me help with that instead. You're the front line. Things half. Focus thing. Thank you.
Oh, that.
Thor's dead.
The squirrels get the win? Really? On your toes. Here they come.
Gene just wasted her ult. Good shit. Alright, I'll have my ult for next team fight.
Hey, that's my wounds are gone. Thanks.
I have a Groot, I guess, now. Thank you for the heals. I'm down. No ally Moon Knight. And your Hefe's down too. Enemy Moon Knight has ult too, by the way, if he hasn't popped it yet. Let's just regroup. Okay. You almost got a Gambit ult and a Magneto ult too. Their Thor is really aggressive, we should take advantage of that. Alright. Thor's down. They just used 2 of their ults.
I've come back from far worse than that.
Okay.
Khonshu has his eye on you.
Thor in the back line, watch out. Thor's half in the back line.
Get up, my fist. Ready for some sweet, sweet vengeance.
Only 60 seconds left.
Focus Thor if you guys can. I'll take it back. Focus ult. Heal to the left of you, Snow. Thanks. I got you. Moon Knight left side. Focus him. He's 1. Good shit. Alright. No ally Moon Knight though.
Back where I started.
Good shit, you guys.
Hey, check this place out. The moons are gone. Thanks. The moon haunts you. Wait, I didn't put that onk there, did I?
4, 3, 2.
Touch, touch, touch. Thor slow in the back line. Good shit. Push, 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 push. Oh, disregard. We're down 2. Be careful. Alright, they popped their cloak ult.
I'm TPing.
I'm down. No ally Moon Knight. It's a good push. Especially for 2 people that haven't played on the map very much.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
I'm here to finish the fight that my father began. I hope I make him proud.
Or I can play
We're
Groot.
gonna res.
Res would always be nice. We do have 2 off healers if we do this though, or 3 off healers. I'll go shield tank. But just be wary. I'd say if it doesn't work, somebody should switch to a main healer, like a cloak
Yeah, I can
or
go
something
with
like that. Okay, that works.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
If I can make it to spawn in time, I'll wall off their spawn, but no guarantee. Where the fucking hell is spawn?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Alright, I'm falling back.
1.
High ground position would be good. Oh, you got that there. Okay.
Or half, or 1. Back up.
I'm walled off. I couldn't get to you. It's all good. Yeah, take that moon. Okay, he's off high ground. Moon Knight on down. Good pick. Fall back to score goal.
Back up if you can, Groot.
Watch out for Moon Knight up top. Warlock's dead. Alright, I got cloak, pop roll. I'm down. Just keep touching it.
the only one touching?
I'm gonna go strange the portal here, see if I can do it in time. Come on, alright. That was a terrible portal, Jesus Christ. GG, you guys.
1, 2, 2. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Wow. Shove in. No, we just definitely weren't able to get fixed stuff there. I'll play one more game, you guys, and we're gonna get off stream. I definitely think we didn't have enough defense there. Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Defense, and we weren't getting picks. So what have you come to bargain with?
I don't even know if I just be bargaining.
Fair enough.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon. Being a living avatar of vengeance takes a lot out of a guy.
Do you guys prefer a Namor instead of a Moon Knight?
30 seconds.
Whatever you're better at, brother.
Get ready.
Oh. If it doesn't work, I'll switch to Namor.
Go for a cheeky little fucking.
I know, Iron Fist, kid. You're not him.
I am now. And if you need solid proof, my fists are glad to deliver.
I sense this boy's power, my champion. Do not challenge him.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Rise and fall.
What? This isn't counting. No, that's threes.
Unfortunate. Root's dead. Gotta get heals behind bridge. Thank you.
Rise and fall. What are you aiming at?
Alright.
Needed that, thanks. Rise and fall. Khonshu has his eye on you. The moon haunts you.
Root's half. Good
I
catch.
can push too far, but I can't hear
Come
you.
on, Khonshu.
All good.
Let me rest.
Come back, yeah, come back.
Good shit. That was a really good deny, Sue.
See you, Magic. You go. Not
Alright, come back.
Hey, check this place out. Action forces, we should retreat.
She thought. Oh, I bet she's pissed.
The wounds are gone. Thanks.
stuck on the fucking wall.
What about the ult? What about the ult?
Hey, Jai, we got this.
Strange portal behind.
Portal.
That pool's dead. Strange is half. Disregard. Alright, six dead.
Wait, I didn't put that on there, did I? Hey, check this place out.
Strange is dead. Cool. I didn't think you needed to use the ult, but GG's. Good round.
2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Good shit, y'all. Good shit.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
Well, thank you, Bo. I appreciate you. Much love.
Friends call me Mark, or Steven, or Jake.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You guys want
Is
to keep
this
on
really
supporting or
what
no?
it's come to?
We can if you want. I'm down for it.
I'm protecting from a little stun here.
Whatever, but I swear, LeBeau, if I find any of my weapons missing after this...
I'm gonna do in the back, on the second floor.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Protector Strange.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? On the plus side.
They might expect it, just be wary. Tiny Nest is down.
Thanks.
Squirrel Girl's dead.
I died. I come back from point. It's far.
I face down.
No, Moon Knight, you're good. Just hang tight. We'll sandwich with your abilities.
Yeah. Fucking missed through my freaking on.
I've come back from far worse than that.
seriously. Goddamn.
I've come back from far worse than that.
Oh my god.
Let me know when, Strange. I'm ready. Roll.
I got all.
Okay. Watch out. Penny is dead. Good shit, you guys.
Charlotte, are we on the right? Oh, he's dead, he's dead. He's going, so. He's there.
Good shit, GG.
GG's, my boys.
Much better. Zimmy's like still not as toxic as my quick play gave you guys, right? Real, like, literally still not as toxic as my QP game. I forgot. I pressed too many buttons too quickly. Good game, Sans. I appreciate you, Sandstorm. Alright, it's gonna be our last one tonight, you guys. As we went later than we normally do. But it's what happens when you're looking at Epstein email leaks and files that are released. Alright, let's see who's on Twitch today. You too, bro. Alright, Twitch. Alright, we'll go on raid. Oh, it's that time. It's time to let out the dog. So we're gonna go raid Miss Wild Lost Soul or Gypsy. She's playing Fable Anniversary. She's a fellow variety streamer. She's a really chill person. Loves sharing up the new viewers and stuff like that. All the quality stuff. And let's see here. If you guys aren't, don't forget to, hit that follow and subscribe button. I'll second this on me, Dark Humor Conspiracy, Dark Humor Conspiracy Facts, and all around good vibes. Thank you for the follow too. Appreciate you, Sandstorm. Welcome to Z Tribe. Hope you enjoy your stay here. I love how I fixed all my shit for my alerts, right? And stream, I don't know, stream elements for whatever reason, it just keeps going out. I have to like consistently redo it. I need to find another thing where I can upload all my stuff on. If you guys want though, check out our socials there. It's quality stuff. If you guys want to see more of the conspiracy facts, like I said, completely 1 million, 5% real, raw, uncensored. Check out Rumble specifically. It's a place for free speech. Truthfully, unlike CensorTube likes to censor our content even when we present the facts and the truth because, well, it's part of the system's bullshit. You guys can still watch your stuff on there. You just can't see as much of it, and we can't upload everything on there. It's getting better now, but wouldn't be the first time we've had our videos taken down and stuff like that. We had a strike just for a 9/11 title, like making a joke about 9/11, from 2024. In the last 2 months, so we weren't able to do content like 2 weeks ago, I think. It was really funny. It's like, huh, it seems like somebody from the system trying to do shit, or just some fucking retard that's getting triggered for no reason, but my gut says it's an op from the system or somebody who's a part of it, but who knows? Maybe we'll find out one day. But either way, though, it's quality stuff. Also, if you want to learn not just about the conspiracy facts, but also how to survive independently should corrupt systems, then check out our survival YouTube. Teach you guys very important things like how to make bows, slingshots, sharp shelters, bucket bags, how to store your food, how to forage for your food, etc. I do need to get back on doing that stuff here soon, probably. If my financial situation's better and stuff like that, and I'm completely able to take care of my rent and all that stuff fully, because I have enough financial income coming in, I will do that and take care of that, because we want to be like fully financially independent and like financially free before we start doing that stuff as well too. At least halfway, I'd say, before we start doing the content again for the conspiracy, or not conspiracy facts, the survival YouTube channel. We also teach you guys how to keep your best tool in your survival arsenal, your mind calm, cool, and collected, with short breathing technique and a meditation technique. If you guys want to check it out, because it's, not a big brain fucking thing to figure out that when your mind's calm, cool, and collected, you make the best decisions and the best responses possible. You don't want to react to things, obviously, which many people do, because reactions lead to mistakes and accidents. And when you're calm, cool, collected, and can respond calmly in any situation, especially like emergency or survival situations, you have the best outcomes generally, right? So you guys learn how to, have that and regain control of your mental state, and heal your anxiety, depression, etc. Check those out. It's quality stuff. You guys will also obviously have to cut people out of your life and bad habits out of your life as well too that don't serve you your higher purpose with those as well. Otherwise it's only going to do so much, right? But it does help quite a bit though, regardless. But you have to fully heal through all the trauma in order to like be able to be calm, cool, collected, happy, healthy, etc. We'll go on right out here. And also, you guys, if you want the short form content, it's just znconspiracyFACTS on TikTok, and then it's zn_f1 on everything else, as in the Twitch link from earlier. We'll go and raid Miss Gypsy here. Again, she's a real chill person, love chat, new viewers and stuff like that. So if you guys be so kind to bring out with us, I greatly appreciate you more than I already do. If you do, spam the shit out of this emote. Fuck the system, the most punk ass rebel shit. See old chat flooded with fuck the system, because it's the most punk and rebel emote on any streaming platform yet. But yeah. So again, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Much love. Thank you to everybody that stopped by and chatted up, even the haters. You guys helped out. Moonlight, thank you for stopping by and chatted up. And anybody else? Sandstorm as well too. And Christina over on YouTube, and Mr. Cullen as well too. And Bo on Rumble, I appreciate you guys very much. Much love. We will not have stream on Friday again. Reminder, we won't have Friday streams, so probably about the 19th or be the 20th. So around the 20th, we should start doing streams again. That way, we, focus on getting back and make our investments and stuff like that like we need to. So yeah, but that is all, my dudes. Until next time, for more conspiracy facts and all around good vibes. Don't forget to live long and prosper. Take care and peace. Keep it 1,000,000% real. And as always, fuck the system. I'll see you guys on the flip side. If you want more conspiracy facts, check out our latest video on ex-CDC director to proving us conspiracy theorists right yet again. Either way though, my dudes, don't forget to vibe and thrive as well too. Woo! All right, Rumble and CensorTube. I'll see you guys on the fly, my dudes.